All right, I was excited to see when I got home tonight that my box from Plated has arrived. If you're not familiar with what Plated is, it is one of 4 or 5 meal delivery services, and all of which are offering introductory discounts to try it out and things like that. So over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be trying out Plated, and next week HelloFresh, and the week after that, I think it's called Blue Apron. Let's open it up, see what we got here. And what these are is you tell them what your zip code is, and it's locally sourced food, or kind of regionally sourced food, and it's all I think organic for the most part. And the great thing is although it's kind of pricey, when you really get into it, it's about $10 a meal. Generally, they ship you 3 meals or 6 meals, 3 meals of 2. And so I'll get into that a little more. Let's see what we got here. So these are our menu cards. As you can see, this week we got baked ganache with tomato, mozzarella, and spring salad. And then crispy lemongrass pork with long life noodles and sriracha chicken broth. And Peruvian lomo saltado steak stir fry with potatoes. And these are really nice too. I mean, they're kind of a coated heavy paper, and everything's broken down, recipe tips, individual steps for how to make them. So one of the cool things, what intrigued me about it, is just being able to, there's a lot of things that maybe you wouldn't try otherwise. So, for instance, let's see what we got here. We got the recipe cards and some fresh herbs, basil, cilantro, scallions. Get down. Chinese broccoli, and this is all the goodies for the pasta. Lemongrass and pork and broth, and the Peruvian steak stir fry. Let's open one of these up here. So in here, wow, big green pepper, ground cumin and coriander, a couple of heads of garlic, soy sauce, a few potatoes, Aja Malara paste, I don't even know what that is, red wine, couple of nice tomatoes, a red onion, and that's it in there. Let's see here. What else we got in there? Can of tomatoes. These are big ice packs here. And let's see, the ground pork for the pork dinner. And then this must be the top round beef. She looks like a nice beef to go with the stir fry. So, pretty cool, pretty impressive packaging. I can dig it. So anyway, yeah, this is it's like with the special introductory offer they're doing. Instead of it being like $10 a dinner, so it's $20 a serving. $20 for the 2 for a night. If you buy one dinner for $24, you get the other 2 for free. And then you can cancel it. But, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. You get to try some new dishes that you might not try before. And if you like it, then you can go do it again. But it's kind of neat. I'm going to check out, like I said, over the next few weeks, the different ones that are out there. And kind of see how they rate against each other. So I'm gonna figure out which one of these 3 dishes I'm gonna have for dinner, and we'll try it out. Okay, so I decided to do the Peruvian lomo saltado steak stir fry with potatoes, and first thing was to boil the potatoes, which is what I've done. They're about tender now. And next is to marinate the steak. Alright, so the next step is to marinate the steak. So just to dry it off with a paper towel. Cut it into 1/4 inch slices against the grain. You can see the grain turning this way. Alright, then it says to mix it with the spice packet, which is the ground cumin and coriander. Coriander is a spice I've always had. It seems to be popping up everywhere now. It seems to be getting popular. It's really good, kind of hard to explain what it tastes like. So I'll give that a little toss. And then it says to mix it with this Aja Amarillo paste, which smells kind of mango-y. Jeez, I don't know. Spicy mango. Alright. So, that in there, and we're going to let this marinate for about 15-20 minutes. Right, the next step was to prep our vegetables. So sliced up the red onions, chopped the garlic, sliced up the green peppers and the tomato and the cilantro while we're waiting for the steak to marinate. Alright, next step is to brown our beef. We got a hot pan. We'll get a little bit of olive oil heated up in there. Beef, it's been marinating for about a half an hour. Hit it with a little salt, a little fresh ground, and we're going to let that go for about a minute aside. Alright, our steak's cooked for a couple of minutes here, and we're going to put that aside for a second. Add a little bit more oil, and we're going to add our potatoes. And our onions and our garlic, and our green peppers. Wow, it's a lot of food. I was worried the portions were going to be small, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll let this rock for probably 5 or 6 minutes. See how we're doing that. Alright, so got our peppers, onions, and potatoes, and garlic. Pretty close, tender. That's been about 6 minutes. We're going to add our tomatoes here. And we're gonna let those go for just a minute or two. To get them hot, and then we will add our steak back in. All right, tomatoes got a little bit of love in there, and now we're going to introduce the steak back to the party. And we got our red wine here. One of the coolest things about this is there's no more, there's no leftovers. There's no half bottles of red wine laying around. There's no, you know, whatever all the other little sauces. We're gonna add our little packet of soy sauce there. And now it basically wants us to reduce that wine down to about a half and plate it up. Din din. It's looking pretty good. Alright, so everything's had a little bit of time to mingle in there. I think our peppers and onions are soft, and I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more salt, more pepper. Some of this up, and as I said, the portions are, I was worried about the size of the portions, but it's supposed to feed two, and that's a huge plate right there. And then we're going to garnish it with a little fresh cilantro. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Maybe a little sriracha. All right, time for me to stuff my face.